What do my Hindi boys coming through once again? And on today's video, we're gonna talk about the riot that took place in Tehachapi, California. Yes, California Correctional Institution, in where 100 black and Mexican inmates got involved in a riot. 100 inmates, man. That's a big riot, man. If you're to ask me, especially in that yard right there, that yard's small, man. But before we continue with this video and I'll give you my point of view on this, do not forget to hit the like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button. It does not cost you nothing, and at the end of the day, you just helping my channel. So for those who are not familiar with Tehachapi, right, their yard is very different than your typical 270 yard, which is basically an open yard. You know, you have seen those on pictures and where people are just walking around the track. They have like a soccer field in the middle of the yard, or it's like a big open field, right? And there's like 5 buildings. One of them. This place is it's actually 8 buildings, which is 4 buildings in one side and the other 4 on the other side, and there's something to with their item, right? Like a fence. And the yard is basically super small, especially the blacktop, meaning the blacktop is gonna be like a basketball court, a basketball court and a half. That's what it is. There's one full basketball court, and there's a half one, and there's the handball courts, which is right next to them, right? So that's how big that is, which is not pretty. It's not that big. Especially when there's a riot of 100 people in there, it gets very scary, man. And why I'm telling you that this happened on the blacktop, because usually this is where it happens, man. It's like where it's more compact. It's not on the open, and if it happened in the beginning of the yard, or most likely at the end of the yard, man, everybody's gonna be on the blacktop. Everybody's gonna be on the blacktop, 100%, man. Usually when incidents like this happen, they're gonna tell you, hey man, it's about to go down. We're gonna go against the blacks, and they start getting at everybody who's Mexican, right? So it's basically a racial riot. Like, we're gonna have to put it down and stuff like that. And trust me, everybody gets together, everybody gets involved, and whoever have their weapons, they're gonna do what they have to do, right? On this occasion, they only found 11 weapons, and 4 people end up going to a medical, outside medical, to treat their injuries, right? So when this is about to happen, man, it just doesn't happen just like that, man. There's tension. There's people talking. There's people standing by the tables, looking to one another. The cops already know it's gonna happen. They already mentioned it on the radio, man. Stay on standby because it's about to go off, and they have to let it go off. You know why? Because if eventually it's gonna go off, you know what I mean. So they have to let it go off, and they do. They let it go off. So at this moment, man, everybody's just waiting for who's gonna do the first move, who's gonna be the first one to run and be, in front of everybody, right? And it happens. It happens. You see somebody taking off, 2 individuals taking off, and then everybody follows suit, man. And it gets nasty, man. I'm surprised that on this occasion they didn't use the Mini 14, which they most likely used the Big Red. But there's actually a shooter, like a bullet shooter or something like that. It has like a round clip and stuff like that. And they just go downtown, boom, 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 boom. You see those things that you start ducking, like, oh shit. On this occasion, man, look, I'm just gonna say it like this, and I'm not throwing extras, man. Trust me, if I had to guess, the riot was like the ratio. It was probably like 2/3 Mexicans, 1/3 blacks, and I can guarantee you, man, the blacks didn't get the best of it. Can guarantee you, man. I've been in places where they have riots like this, and it gets pretty ugly, man. It gets pretty ugly, man. But I'm telling you right here, man, when things like this happen, man, they don't turn out good. They don't turn out good, and people are lucky that they didn't get hurt. To that extent, you know, because 4 people did went out to outside medical, and on this occasion, was to blame. This is a SNYR, this is a PCR, and where different factions got together with extra individuals who are not involved in gangs to move on the blacks. So how can you control that? You can't. It's just part of the prison culture. You cannot put blame on nobody because, again, this inside disagreement that had to be dealt like they dealt with it. Being involved in stuff like that is nothing nice. It is scary, and I can guarantee you, man. People who've been involved in big riots like this, they will tell you there was a scary situation because basically all it takes, right, is for three individuals to get you by yourself, just grab you and butcher you, literally, right? Literally, what are you gonna do? How can you gonna defend yourself if you got two people on you? Probably holding your hand or something. You know what I mean? They crucify you right there in front of everybody, man. Uh, when a tower sees something like this, especially like the tower that is right under that black top, he will use the Mini 14. I mean, he's supposed to use the Mini 14, man, because basically they're just taking somebody, out. It's nobody wants to let that happen. Like the cop one time said, man, a life for a life. You have to take out a life to save a life. And trust me, the one who's holding that weapon, they're gonna take his life. One time, only one time, in that place, I heard the Mini 14 going off. Just one time, somebody got shot. No, as a matter of fact, twice, man. A warning shot, and then the second time, somebody got shot in the butt. But it's nothing nice, man. It is a small yard for 100 men to get in a riot. But I'm assuming they just picked most of them, like everybody who was out there in the yard, and took them in, man. Things like this last all day. And when I say all day, you're out there waiting, handcuffed, making sure they get all the evidence, whatever they're doing, take their pictures, go through everybody, and everybody going to the hole. It's a long process, man, and it sucks, man. It sucks, especially when you're involved in that stuff. It sucks, and this is part of life. This is part of prison. You cannot put this blame on nobody, man. There's no way you can control stuff like this. There had to be something involved in their disagreement, in where they decided to make it racial for whatever reason. But not to brag or nothing like this, man, but those riots, usually blacks, they don't get the best of it because everybody gets involved. Everybody gets involved, and there's more Mexicans than blacks. Guarantee, 100% guarantee, man. Since they closed, what is it, AR, the 4, you made it into a 3, which is messed up to make it into a 3, man, because the yard is different. I'm assuming that most of those individuals that were on AR, the fuck ups, they went to BR, man. And and one thing that AR was known for, it was those riots. A lot of riots, man, left and right, man. So these individuals, man, nobody can control them. There's nothing you guys can do. There's nothing CDCR can do, man. Instead of just putting them in the hole, and I don't know, just. So I thought I should give you just a quick description of this event that happens in prison, man. This is a daily life in prison, man. You never know when could be your last day. You never know when you're gonna get involved in a fight, in a riot, and it's little things like this that make prison so dangerous, right? It's just that one disagreement, somebody being disrespectful and not knowing how to go about it, and it could something so small can turn into a deadly event. And thank God that nobody passed away on this incident, man. But stay away from prison. Do not come to prison, man. It's not cool at all. It is a very dangerous place that it seems like you're just wasting time away from your family, from your loved ones. And there's nothing cool about prison. Trust me, there's nothing cool about prison. There's nothing to brag about prison. Brag about your accomplishments on the streets. That's what we should brag about, man. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Salutes.